Welcome, race fans from around the globe. Here they come, out of turn 4, to the white flag, and it's 1 to go.
Butt kicker. Feel what you've been missing. Get yours today at www.thebuttkicker.com and be sure to use promo code LSRL for 20% off.
Sorry, guys. Not sure why it took me off there, but all right, we're on board with Cameron Hearn as you see him taking on his first lap. As you can see him in our camera there with the computer simulation in the big window, and Cameron Hearn in his VR headset right on that bottom right corner there. And Dilly's coming in from Facebook. Man, wish you were here, but we should have some fun tonight. And Webb and Gabriel Johnson, glad to see everybody here. Hopefully we got our issue taken care of. Like OBS decided to send me to default, but there we go. That's Cameron Hearn, second on the leaderboard right now. But we'll go off to someone else here and see what else we find. All right, still looking at what's going on for setting these guys up for who's going to be starting in that first position tonight with a minute and a half remaining. We are going to wait for this to time out. Until then, let's check out Sweatless. They're providing athletic wear to combat bacteria and sweat. So if you're looking for some new athletic gear, check out Sweatless. All right, that was Sweatless, our sponsors. In fact, our pole sponsor. They'll be giving a cap to the pole sitter tonight. They put a cap on that for the Sweatless pole sitter. We'll check out the grid here right now. And looks like Justin Wilson, that 58 machine, will be receiving that Sweatless by putting a cap on that with the 58 into the first position. Outside him, Rye Jones in the 7. Inside row 2, Cameron Hearn in the 4 machine. Or correction, Cameron Hearn in the 15 will be third. And Brandon Massey in the 65 will be outside of him in row number 2. 15 and the 65, as well as the 17, are all providing us their actually at-home rig cameras. We'll be able to get with them throughout the night. Hermie Sadler will be going off inside of row 3. Outside of him is Landon Quisenberry in the 75. Anthony Giuliano, another driver, at 17 with a in-car camera or in-home camera tonight. Outside him is Pat O'Brien in the 4th row outside in the 59 machine. We got Ira Kohlhaas inside of row 5 in the 29. Outside him, Jimmy Weaver in the 8 machine. Taylor Clinker in the number 10 in the inside of row 6. Outside him, Samuel Fontaine in the 22. Christopher Couric in the 24 machine inside of row 7. Outside him in the 200 is Kevin Otis. David Dunwoody in the 46 machine is out of 8. Outside him, Aaron Hearn in the 91. Michael Benedetto in the 55 is inside 9. Outside of him is Evan Bushbasher in the 20. Eric Casper in the 88. And Joseph Murado in the 5, or in row 10. Row 11, Patrick McVicker and Barry Knapp. Row 12, Matthew Tilder in the 2, and Kyle Lewis in that 18 ride. It will come on 24th. 25th, Michael Steffen and Leonard Frost in the 11 outside of him. Kevin Guttner on that inside of row number 14. Outside is Andy Bergani, and Adam O'Brien will be inside of row number 15. Craig Lovell, the 16th in the 30th position. 31st, Anthony Ludi in the 25. And Chris Roslowski in the 86 machine. And I hope I didn't mess that up too darn bad. That will be your starting grid for tonight's race, presented by Grid Finder. Find your place on the grid. We are pacing right here, right now, getting ready to run in tonight's race at Las Vegas. As you see the cars coming off the backstretch with the pace car having the field. Your first lap will be provided by Sim Speed Shops. And they customize in sim racing hardware. Racing hardware utilizing the best components available, as well as mixing in real-life racing components when available. Customize your hardware today. Get a better rig. Contact www.simspeedshop.com. They're providing lap number 1 here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway as we take on Bank in the desert here. See that entire field getting ready to go. And they're off. Is the first lap by Sim Speed Shop. Going down into turn number 1. That's that 58 machine of Justin Wilson. Ty Jones and Cameron Hearn in that 15. Ty Jones looking to the high side. Aaron Hearn down low as the 58 is in the commanding position, leading lap number 1 of 113 laps. There's Justin Wilson. Jones high going into lap number 2. So Rye and Wilson. So Jones and Wilson side by side, backstretch. Brandon Massey just put up the fastest lap in that number 65 machine. Board with Massey. You see him right there on your screen. No change in the front. You can see a good view of this from the position of the 4th place driver of Brandon Massey in his Mountain Dew. Being the pole sitter, that 58, walking back here a little bit while Rye Jones is now the new race leader. Jones off to the lead. Rye Jones followed by Cameron Hearn. And Chase Berry, talking on LSRL, says, "Let's go the non-dead Justin Wilson." And Justin Wilson doing pretty darn good in that white and purple machine. In that 3rd spot, he was on the pole. It relegated back a little bit as we've completed 5 of 113. So give a shout out. Let us know where you're from, who you're pulling for. That shot back out to you here. Jones continues to lead the field. Right at 7 laps in, 113. Take a look at your top 5 currently as they're running. Jones, Hearn, Wilson, Macy, and Quisenberry. Your top 5 provided by SimSpeed Shop. And the butt kicker, too. Feel what you've been missing. LSRL Xfinity cars here. Lap 8 completed of 113. Butt kicker 170. Intervals are up on the screen now. 31 drivers took to the green flag. Rye Jones currently ahead by just over a tenth. And back to Wilson. So about a car length separating the top 4 drivers. A little bit further back from Massey, but the first 3 are definitely 1 car length away from one another as they drop down to the apron, going across the stripe to finish lap number 9 and start working lap 10 here. Weber's looking at the 775 of Adam O'Brien. Right up back here in the 17th position. Start to see everybody running around here. 46, 775 machine back in our Big Jim Cookie machine. Go back up here towards the front. There's that number 10 machine of Taylor Clinton, currently in the 6th spot with Hermie Sadler coming on the outside, like Jimmy Weaver on the inside of Sadler. So completed 10 laps. Let's run through the field here. Rye Jones, your current race leader. Cameron Hearn right behind him, that number 2 spot. Man, they're getting real busy now. Not even a car length between the top 4 drivers. Justin Wilson now the 3rd spot. Brandon Massey in the Mountain Dew is now up to 4th position. And Landon Quisenberry. So not much changing in the top 5. As Landon's content to staying a little bit further back from the racers here, about half a second back. Blinker about another half a second, or a whole 1.5 seconds back behind Quisenberry. That 10 ride in the 6th spot. Weaver in the number 8 is being scored in the 7th position. Hermie Sadler in the number 9 Sadler machine is being scored 8th. Samuel Fontaine in the looks like a Mountain Dew color, but it's something else. Trying to get a better look at Samuel Fontaine's car here. In the Money Motorsports 22 machine, looks like there. Samuel Fontaine at 22. In the 9th. At DuPont, Christopher Couric in that 24 is in 10th. Aaron Hearn, the 91 machine, is being scored 11th. Patrick O'Brien at 59, slapping the wall as we go up to him. Not good for that. He'll go back to 14th. Kohlhaas down at 29 machine, and that Pepsi is 12th. 13th, the 200 machine of Kevin Otis. Welcome to Kevin Otis. I don't remember seeing him last week. Pat O'Brien, I said, back in the 59 is in the 14th spot. Mac Benedetto down in the 55 and 14th position. David Dunwoody right behind his teammate in that 59 machine, that 46 Big Jim Cookies machine. And all 3 of the Black Magic guys are all together. The 775 of Adam O'Brien now underneath his teammates there. Matthew Tiller, number 2 machine, is in the 18th position. Patrick McVicker in the number 6 Cessna ride is now 19th. Kevin Guntner in the 23 Black Rifle Coffee machine. Michael Steffen currently being scored in that 21st machine, that 669. Barry Knapp in the 32 machine. City Chevy machine is in 22nd machine. Joe Murata in that 5 Wilder Graphics machine is in the 23rd spot. Andy Vergani inside of him in that 13 machine. Todd Lewis in the 18th Rowdy. Eric Casper, the 88 Brant machine down there in the 26th spot. Leonard Frost, the Money Lion, is in the 27th position. Anthony Ludi in the 28 machine is in, or 25 machine in the 28th position. Evan Busher Basher in the 20 Home Depot machine is 29th. Fred Lovell in that 16 car is in the 30th spot. And Chris is in that 86 machine, and not going to keep messing up his last name. So that is the run through the 31 drivers here. So we'll go back up to the front with Rye Jones, where you see the top 5 cars pretty much 2 through 5 right on top of one another. The race leader off 0.3 ahead. Continue to work lap number 18 here. Our first competition caution will be at lap 25 when they complete the 25th lap. Or what's the on the 25th lap is given to the leader that we should see the caution come out. With our guys running race control tonight. 20 laps, 19 laps done. We're on lap 20 here with Rye Jones commanding lead here. Excuse me. Brandon Massey has moved up to the 2nd spot. 3/10 behind is Brandon Massey. Brandon Massey there. As you see him running, I believe that's a G920 he told me he has. So if you've just joined us either on LSRL or one of the One to Go Studios web stream sites, please give us a shout out, give us a follow. Tell us who you're trying to push to the front tonight. Give them a little push for you. Working lap 21. And caution is out. Probably will end up being our caution flag for competition as well. Find this here real quick. Going to rewind here. Watching that 11 machine of Leonard Frost. Whoa! That was definitely some hard contact with the number 9 machine. So let's find out what happened with the number 9 machine of Hermie Sadler. Got to go back there a lap. Number 9 at number 24 machine. 9 in the wall. Trying to keep it together. He's locking the brakes down. He is off pace and ooh. Man, 11 and a 32 in high groove and not able to get out of the way there. A lot of cars brought up into that one. How many guys were able to get back out onto the racetrack? righty here. Let's see if we can get a hold of our racer. Hey Brandon, it's Harold in the booth, man. You got us?
Yeah, buddy, what's up?
Caught you sipping a drink, man. We can actually see this. You can wave hi to our people.
Yeah, if you don't have an ice cold Mountain Dew, you should have one. Go get you one.
All right, sponsored by Mountain Dew over there with the PepsiCo guys. So man, hey, you're up there in a good spot. I mean, looks like that's the pit strategy. Your guys took a little bit extra time, so you kind of moved back. So far, what have you been noticing?
Ah, man, it's a lot of fun. Rye and Cameron and Justin, Landon, it's just going to be a solid, 5-car battle. I like what we got. I feel really good about it. I think on the long run, we'll be a little bit better than these guys, and hopefully we can score us a victory tonight in our Mountain Dew Chevy Camaro over in the Xfinity series.
All right, Brandon Massey in the number 65, one of our in-race guys. Good luck to you, Brandon. We'll talk to you. We'll send you back home. Have fun down there in Bohica. All right, we're gonna send him back. We're gonna get to the front here with our guys as we starting to get ready to go here again. The pace cars lights are still on. Well, let's go back to the main scene here. There we go. One of our new features we have is showing you what it looks like with the guys racing in their cars at home. If you like that, man, just let us know what you think. That was Brandon Massey, the 65 PepsiCo Mountain Dew driver. And we have a couple other guys. We'll try to get with them on the next time around. Trying to get with him because Brandon was one of our top runners in that last green flag section. These guys over here currently running here. Now let's check out our big movers. Big movers right now. Gunter, Ludi, and O'Brien. 17 spots for that number 23 machine. That 25 machine was up 13. And O'Brien up 12 so far. So definitely, Webb, you had it right. 75 is moving pretty heavily up through the system here. We'll see if we can keep going. 31 drivers out here, so it's a big field. So a lot of patience going to be needed out here. Pace cars lights are off. Wilson and the green flag flies. Rye Jones taking off to the early lead there, followed by Wilson and Hearn. One, two, three, fan out for lap number 1. That would be Rye Jones and Justin Wilson. 1, 2. Looks like Justin Wilson looking to the inside as we're working lap 27. And give that position back to the 58. He is the new race leader. Wait. 27 lap being worked here. That would have been our competition caution. So we will see our second one here. Look at that time we're supposed to get that. And lap 55 will be our next competition, yellow 55. Out of there, that 75 machine of Landon Quisenberry. He's chasing the chips. Fastest lap, Dustin Wilson That 58 unsponsored car. You're watching and you're looking who to sponsor. There's a car right there looking for some paint on it. But that 58 machine definitely showing us what he's got. $31.276 was the fastest lap. He was our pole sitter as well. Spotter standing. See the 58 machine there. He works his way around Jones and Cameron Hearn. Side by side, the 15 and the 7. Plan B and that 7 machine outside of him. Fighting it off here. No separation really. His door. Here, all the 7 here is here, and he's at your door. Not clear, side by side, stripe coming up inside the 15 to 7 on the outside. Turn number 1. 15 has a slight advantage entering the turn. To 7 catches up on the mid to out. They're continuing to battle side by side. 15 slightly behind. Looks like he's looking to go behind Rye Jones at this point. He's going to save up them tires a little. As we're working lap 32 of 113. Lap 55 will be our next caution. And 15 all over the back deck of the 7 as you see a good shot there from our above camera. The drone camera system there. 15 looking again on the 7. Maybe right here is where everything seems to be coming together. 15 to 7. Bounce in between there, create a little paint. $15 now is past the 7. Starting to look for that race leader who's a half a second ahead of Hearn. But Cameron going to work now. There's Cameron Hearn and his in-cockpit view. He's got that Samsung, looks like a Samsung Odyssey or some other VR headset on. See him very calm in that chair, not moving around a whole bunch. Adjusting himself a little bit in the chair. As he's looking to chase down the race leader who's now 6/10 ahead of him. Let's go back to the main screen. Cameron Hearn continues to try to gain ground on that number 58 machine. Currently 6/10 the difference. Back here, it looks like a battle between the 24 and the 22 machine for the 7th spot. And Aaron Hearn. Little help from the spotter in the fan stands. Webb telling Adam to don't burn them up. Save something. I hope you're saving something. Yeah, it's like the bank there, Webb. Sometimes there's not enough to save. We'll see how it goes. Well, there's a 22 underneath the number 91 machine. 24 there in tow. Like Ira Kohlhaas now joining the fray. The 669 machine in that 55, battling for 11th spot. 69 at Steppen, and Benedetto in that 55 machine looking to hold on to the 11th spot. Like Webb, we'll put out Adam O'Brien here in that 775 machine, currently in the 10th spot. He's looking at Ira Kohlhaas in front of him. Webb says he's getting in. The kids are down for the night. He can get into the rig. Might be a few laps behind, Webb. See the 8 and the 200 right there. Back view behind that 23 machine. That's Kevin Otis there in that 200. Lap 40 being worked on right now. Let's get back up to the race leader, Justin Wilson, with Cameron Hearn with Rye Jones in 2-3. Quisenberry now Trink and Clinker up to 5th. So everybody has the same sets of tires on them. Nobody's short pitted or anything. Check on Leonard Frost here. He's getting some major damage repaired on that car. That hard hit he took in our first caution. So we got Clinker, Taylor Clinker, and that 10 ride. That Digit Alley. Looks like caution is out again. Matthew Tilder, let's check out a lap before here and see if we can find out what happened. So high above the race track here. Oh, pull that back one more time. So it was Massey, the 200, and the number 2 machine. 200 makes contact with the outside retaining wall, comes back down on the number 2 machine. And definitely rough here at Vegas with that. So, caution. Number 2 is out at 43. So 44 lap being worked on right now. Past the start finish line behind the pace car. Here we can get with Kern, who sits in second spot. Hey, Cameron Hearn, this is Harold Darner in the booth, man. We got you underneath caution. How you doing, man?
Doing all right. Doing all right. Glad to be up front.
Glad to be up front. Well, you know, at 58, he's been a little bit quicker, but you know, I'm wondering, are you saving anything for the tires? Because I know this track does love to eat those.
Yeah, it's extremely hard to pass, and I think him and Rye are teammates, and Rye kind of let him go, and Rye kind of raced me a couple laps, and a couple laps here racing side by side, especially being on the inside line, definitely would kill your tires. So I was trying to save some tires and kind of move around a little bit, kind of see what you know, what does and does not work. Extremely tight, straight behind them. So to pass somebody, I think you're gonna have to go a different line.
Yeah, definitely. We'll have to figure a way around everyone as we're watching you, and then you want to wave to your fans over here because we got you. You're in car. Oh yeah, keep your hands on the wheel though. All right, I don't want to crash now. Make sure nobody has a remote anywhere near you. So we found that out with the NASCAR guys. All right, Cameron, we'll let you get back to racing. It's good to see you, and hope we'll see you back, and we'll talk a little bit later as we are working our second caution of the race. That's Cameron Hearn. We're gonna put it back. Turn racing. Go back to our main here, and we'll go back behind our pace car. So if y'all liking that feature, let us know. If you don't like it, let us know, man. We're just always trying to put on a better show and see some things and let you see what people are doing. And like I said, Cameron had the VR headset on his face there, and like looking through a pair of binoculars sometimes, but it's actually closer to your face. But like having a cell phone on your face is what I used to say with mine. And but it definitely puts you in the car. As you turn over your shoulder, you can see right over the window, man. It is excellent. I guess with a VR headset and a butt kicker too, and you could probably have a whole lot of fun. So speaking of butt kicker, let's run it over them real quick.
Butt kicker. Feel what you've been missing. Get yours today at www.thebuttkicker.com and be sure to use promo code LSRL for 20% off.
All right, don't forget, use that code LSRL, save you some money. Lights are off on the pace car. 58 with the 15 on his outside. You heard Cameron, he's happy to be up front, looking to get around that 58 ride. He's on the outside, better system, better position for starting here. I believe he could be in that of 113. I believe they were saying the schedule I said was 55 laps for the competition caution. 55, so about 10 laps here, or 9 laps, we'll have another caution. Will be for competition. So Justin Wilson, Cameron Hearn, Rye Jones, Nick Quisenberry, and now Samuel Fontaine, the race leaders. We pull up to the drone camera as you see the 4 cars up front. Justin Wilson definitely having that jump off. Cameron Hearn not going to let him go anywhere. As you see the front 2 starting to stretch away from the field. Rye Jones about 5 car lengths behind the number 2 position car of Cameron Hearn. Down the inside there with that apron goes Cameron Hearn, cutting a little bit of that racetrack away. See the drivers continue to do that throughout the night. The 58 and the 15 in the command of this race so far, with Rye Jones a half a second behind them. So there's your race lead right there. These guys continue to battle it out. 1-2. Caution back out on the raceway. See here if I can find what happened here with 59. So O'Brien there with Aaron Hearn. Ooh, looks like contact between the 91 and the 59, and the 29 turns 59 completely around there. Not a good night there for Pat. They get a little bit of contact to help him get turned around there. That is probably going to be our competition caution. We'll stack it up here. So, race summary presented by Track Time Entertainment. Track Time Entertainment builds custom driving simulators for the virtual racing community. Everything's made here in the U.S. extruded aluminum. Proudly made in the USA. Check them out. Track Time Entertainment. Your race recap for the Butt Kicker 170. Justin Wilson is your current race leader. We've had 3 cautions for 10 laps. 1 was a competition caution. All 3 were cautions brought out. 32 racers according to this. I think we had only 31. Actually 32. because Anthony Giuliano is running race control tonight, so that would have been why that case. And Justin Wilson, fastest 31.276. And that was Track Time Entertainment providing your race recap under the third caution tonight as we complete lap 50 of 113. The top 5 drivers provided by SimSpeed Shop and the Butt Kicker 2. Feel what you've been missing. Justin Wilson, your race leader. Cameron Hearn in second. Rye Jones third. Landon Quisenberry in that 75 machine is fourth. And Taylor Klinker, the 10, in the 5th spot. LSRL Xfinity cars here for the Butt Kicker 170, Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Leading lap 50 of 113, left 63 laps to go. We may put on caution again here in 5 laps. We will get to that as it's called. Now we'll be going green to the end here. Or yellow. Currently. Alright, guys. I see over 20 viewers currently watching, so let us know who you're voting for. Who's your driver? Who are you going to push to the front? Or if you don't want to do that, tell me where you're from, guys. Let's bring the chat. Liven it up some. Watching. Race control, giving that to the 91. 91 back to the rear. We'll tell us we will still have our competition caution on lap 55. We have front stretch picture with all our race cars coming down here. Western Kentucky, red. Go Ira. We're going to push Ira to the front. Give me that push at that 29. Pepsi Real Sugar. Red says, to the front, Mr. Ira. Yeah, push up there. Thanks for showing up tonight, watching on Facebook Live. Other shout outs, guys, just put them out there. We'll put them out there for you. These drivers appreciate you all watching. They go back and they watch these after the events. They'll see what you've texted while they were racing. Let us know about the features. What do you like about what we're doing? What do you want us to do differently? We like suggestions. We like hearing comments, knowing what you guys think. Lights are out on the pace car. Cameron Hearn on the outside of that 58, stacked up, ready to go again. Green flag is on the 58 as Justin Wilson gets a good jump out on the restart over that 15 and the 7 machine. 75 and the 22 now. See there, Cameron Hearn all the way down to the apron, working off the backstretch now. $8:15, 7:75. Looks like a big battle here between the 10 and the 22 car. 24 and the 775. Big little pack right here of a bunch of drivers. Drone camera here as he Look down the back stretch, hitting into turn 3 and 4. 775 under the 22. The 22 over the 10. Looks like they're trying to make the 10 a sandwich there. So I need the 10 and that 22. Continue to mix it up here. Samuel Fontaine. Him back up to the front now. Taylor Clinker at 10 car. 775 right there with him. And Jimmy Weaver in that 8 machine now coming into the fray. So 4 cars battling now for the 5th spot. 775 over there, and the caution comes out for the competition caution here at lap 55. Gonna start to slow up here. Let's check out your biggest movers of our Adam O'Brien and that 775 machine. Definitely up there for that. There's that Big Jim chocolate chip cookies. That Adam O'Brien ride. 23 positions he's moved up from 30th. And Gunner in that 23 machine, Kevin Gunter at Black Rifle Coffee. And Ludi in the 25 machine, Anthony Ludi in the GMAC. EMAC Financial Services 25 machine. I could give money away, Red. Well, I'd have to have it to give it away. But John Williams asking me to push to the front the number 5 machine of Joseph Murata. So Joe, push to the front, man. I'll give you a push to the front here. Our biggest mover is going to be cycling through now that we're going down to pit lane. Pit lane is way busy here. You see all the racers down here looking for green. Looking to go green the remainder of the way. So they're all looking for fuel and tires as Joe's off. See him coming out of the raceway there. A couple guys without their front clips on. The 8 come out there in front of that number 5 machine. So John definitely pushing on Joe in the number 5 car. But Red, that's a good one. If you got any extra, you can send my way, and I'll see what we can do. Cars that did not hit in here are the top 5. The top 5 did not pit. That would be Brandon Massey, Ira Kohlhaas, teammates for the PepsiCo Mohican team. Aaron Hearn, the 91 machine, and Gigante and Greg Lovell. Not sure why it's showing up like that in our system, but we'll see. Get it straightened out there. I'm showing them as the top 15. Top 5 currently. Working. Massey, Kohlhaas, Hearn, Bergani, and Lovell. 16. We talked about the 16 machine at all yet today. It's looking like he doesn't have a hood, so that's not going to help him much. Double check now. Let's see if we can get a better shot. Yep, definitely without a hood there is Mr. Lovell. Not the Bergani. All right, so the PepsiCo boys are 1-2 currently. And them pushing the 775 to the front. And Red's basically giving us a laugh there in Facebook Live that he don't have any either. That's why he's looking for me to send some his way. So working lap 58 of 113 currently. Right, I get that's your guy Ira on the outside of Brandon. So your push is helping your guys just a tad bit so far. Lights are out on the pace car. We'll be going green on this next circuit by All right, if you're watching, give us a follow either on Twitch, Facebook Live, or YouTube. The 65 will control the start here as we go to green. We will have 59 in the books. 54 laps will be remaining as we catch the green flag here. The front 5 stayed out. Everybody else came down. You watch that 16 on the inside of row 3 without the hood. The 58 and the 15, they basically are race leaders right behind them. So off goes Brandon Maxey. And the 16, you see him down in the 58. Let's see if I can get down there to them. You see the 58, 15, the 7, and the 22 now. Things are getting busy around that 16 car with the heavy damage on the hood there. So the 91 of Hearn was into the catch fence there a little bit. As Brandon Massey is checking out 2/10 in front of the field there. As we see Hearn and that 58, less than a car length between the two of them. 58, 15, 7. We're working lap 61 of 113. 91 working to the inside of the 29. Looking inside of the 91. 91 comes back down. 29 on the outside of the 91. The 58 looking to go underneath. Not going to be able to get there. Caution back out from the raceway. All right, let's back this up one more time and see what was going on with Bergani. Ooh. Looked like Joe and Bergani try to back that up just a little bit more. Six, the 5, the 13, the 10. Two guys going the same space. Maybe a little bit of net code between the 10 and the 5. And around goes the 13. The 55's collected in that. But the 18 took some damage as well. Let them take care of it. Michael Xavier, hey man, glad to see you in Facebook land. Let us know who you're cheering for. The 65 currently your race leader. Like Aaron Hearn was able to get the second spot back from Kohlhaas. Justin Wilson has moved up to the 4th spot with Cameron Hearn in the 15 and 5th. Let's hear from one of our title sponsors. The one that's producing our onboard. Alrighty, back again here. Brandon Massey, currently your race leader, being shown up in there. See if they can got another lap for him. Grab him real quick. Let's on the pace car, so let's try to bring Brandon up here real quick. All right, Brandon, we got you back. Looks like you still got another lap or so under caution.
Yep.
So man, you're up front. How's that going for you?
Yeah, man, it's been a struggle. We were inadvertently given a black flag coming to the green on that one stage end. I wasn't for sure if I was supposed to hold my spot or not. Officials didn't flag it off, and it pinned me deep. Nothing at my fault, but we battled back, and we're playing a little bit of strategy, and now we're leading this thing. So I'd like to see some green flag laps come about so we can work out our strategy. But all in all, I'm comfortable with where we are, and hopefully it works out, and we can bring it home in victory lane.
All right, Brandon, man, we'll let you get back down with your guys. Good luck to you. We'll talk to you later, man.
Thank you, bud.
It was Brandon Massey in that front running 65 Mountain Dew PepsiCo machine. John Willem gives a shout out to Massey. They're out of YouTube. New little feature that everybody seems to like. We like it. A lot of time spent on that overlay for you guys, so you enjoy that. But you're starting to see these early leaders back up in the fray now. So those two PepsiCo guys have some company. So we're all back together. We're about to go green flag racing again, completing 66 of 113. 45 to go here. Looking for the pace car to make that hard left. Massey in control. So there's the Mountain Dew. You hear firing up. Kohlhaas right behind him as they're working together. 1-2 off the turn number 1 as we're starting to work lap 66. Cameron Hearn on the bottom side underneath his brother Aaron Hearn is now into the 3rd spot. Cameron Hearn. 91 sparks flying that backstretch there. So there's Hearn working the mid to high line with Justin Wilson right back behind them. Kohlhaas up to the high side, rounded to the tri-oval at 15, going now to the inside of 1 and 2. And I'm being worked on by the 58 machine for the 3rd place position. Justin Lowe, the 28, goes back 1 more spot. It's Rye Jones now back in the picture for the top 5. The front runners here, Hearn and Massey. Cameron Hearn just putting on the fastest lap of the night, 31:207. Hearn looking to go underneath the 65. Half the set of tires on him, so he should be able to make this turn pretty easy. Coming back to the stripe. 15 under the 65. 15. Nice lead there. 69. So working lap 70 of 113. 43 remaining as we get to the next turn. Basically, let me know about the fastest lap there. Our little fastest lap feature in the upper right-hand corner. Anytime you see that flying up, fastest lap of the time. And John over there, appreciating everybody coming out. We do too. Our fans and our sponsors enjoy good green flag racing, as we all do. Checking these people out here. What a great night to go racing here at Vegas, as there's your race leader, Cameron Hearn. Let's try to run back down through the field. Cameron Hearn, race leader. Also the fastest lap on the raceway currently. Brandon Massey second. Justin Wilson third. 58 was our pole sitter. Rye Jones, fourth spot. Samuel Fontaine, 22 ride. Ira Kohlhaas in the 29 Real Sugar. And the 8 of Jimmy Weaver are battling side by side in that Blackstone 8. Adam O'Brien now challenging underneath Ira Kohlhaas in the 775 machine. See him going down there in the 775. And then Landon Quisenberry in our Pringles ride, the 75. Currently being spotted 9th. Taylor Klinker in that 10 ride, the Digit Alley, is in 10th. Aaron Hearn, the 91, has been just passed by the Cessna 6 of Patrick McVicker. Looks like the 46 machine of Annie Dunwoody looking to go underneath the 91 of Aaron Hearn. Not going to make it on this turn. Able to pass Christopher Couric in that 24 DuPont. Evan Thunder in that 23 Black Rifle Coffee machine is currently being shown in the 15th spot. And without that lid, that 16 of Greg Hubble. Michael Steffen, the 669 machine, is in 17th. 18th, Eric Casper, the Brant ride. It's Chris in our 86 machine. Anthony Ludi, that 25 machine, is currently being shown in the 20th spot. Matthew Tilder in the number 2 machine in the 21st. Kyle Lewis in the Rowdy ride is now taking over that 21st position. Evan Busher-Basher in the 20 Home Depot machine showing 23rd. Kevin Otis, 200 machine, little back damage there. In 24th, Hermie Sadler, number 9 machine is in 25th. 26th position, Michael Benedetto in the 55. Pagani, a 13 machine without a front clip or a hood. Number 5, Joseph Morado. Pat O'Brien at 59, also without a front clip. Looks like the other 3 drivers have retired. Back up to the front, Cameron Hearn, your race leader. 1.6 seconds, 1.8 seconds now ahead of the second place car of Justin Wilson, who's just now got around Brandon Massey, that Mountain Dew machine, as you look now at the 7 car of Rye Jones looking for some action down there below the 65. Massey working his pit strategy back to the 4th spot. That 22 machine all over the 65. Samuel Fontaine, Jimmy Weaver, Adam O'Brien, and Landon Quisenberry. This little group here. Ooh, and Ira Kohlhaas hardened the wall. This little group of guys right through here. Working from third on back. Third back to Quisenberry in eighth. All tight group of guys as we're working lap 80 of 113. Once we cross the stripe, we will have 33 laps remaining. Good driving back here. The racing. We got Kurak, Kohlhaas, Stephan Dunwoody. Up back over that fifth spot of Jimmy Weaver. Here is some race chatter with our racers, as some of the guys will be coming down for green with flag pit stops around 89, so in about 7 laps. Are running only 70% fuel here. 5 sets of tires were available. No fast repairs. And it looks like the first taker, the 775, Adam O'Brien, coming down for servicing. See what they're going to do for him here. As you see that under Frost and that 11 machine, he's pretty much being switching out an engine here. Looks like 4 tires in fuel for the 775. Is starting to see more people coming on in. Cameron Hearn heavily off in front, man, lead 1.18 seconds. So now I'm starting to catch up to the lap traffic. The 55 machine of Michael Benedetto, who is the first car not a lap down. Now he is the first car to a lap down as we're working lap 84. There's the 15 machine. Terry Massey looking at Harry Punt. He's got Facebook on the phone, YouTube on the TV, Mountain Dew in my hand, and his son's leading the race. So Jerry, is good that you come by with Facebook. And John Willem also thanking people for coming out tonight. 85 laps being worked on. There's your race leader, Cameron Hearn. Green flag pit stops have started. Rye Jones in the 3rd spot there. Working lap traffic at 59 machine. '24 and the 23 machines. About a car length between them. 86 laps being worked. Guys on fresh tires here. 775 to 46. All on fresh set of tires here. 87 of 113 now. Wilson trying to catch up on the race leader. Race leader's now 1 second ahead of Justin Wilson, as they're going to start having to come down for fuel here shortly as we're working lap 88. Right now, Brandon Massey's been out there for 44 laps on his car, so wondering how much further he can go on his car. Brandon Massey last. He's working 44 laps. That is, looks like he's coming down this time. He's coming down this time, so that kind of answers our question there. What's the amount of time is 44, but that was with a couple cautions, so it could be like 41 laps. No one should have an issue coming down and pitting once more be done. Cameron Hearn is coming down, so leaders onto pit road, and everybody's coming. Good call by Race Control saying about 89. Everybody's coming down pit lane. There's your top 3 drivers currently getting green flag servicing done. You see in the end of pit lane. Currently working lap 90, Cameron Hearn coming off first. The 58 right behind him. These guys get up to speed. Eric Casper now your race leader. Casper's on 33 laps on his car. The 88 Brant machine. See Dunwoody working to his outside. The 88 leading the race here, working lap 91 of 113. The 88 dive underneath that 59 machine with that heavy damage. Ira Kohlhaas, 41 laps on his car, being shown in 29th position. Hearn on pit road is. So like I said, Eric Casper currently being shown as the race leader. 92 of 113 being worked. There's that Brant machine. Looking at 20 laps to go. 20 laps remaining in the event. If you just showed up, tell me who you're sporting, who do you want to the front there? Give them a little push to help them on their way. Looking at cats we're able to see on Lightspeed Racing League's Facebook, on Wendigo Studios at Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch channel. There's Massey and Gunther as they get around the race leader to get their laps back the harder way. So 14 cars on the lead lap as we see Eric Casper leading the field by 3.7 seconds over Matt Tilder in the number 2 machine, and then Ira Kohlhaas in the number 29 Real Sugar Pepsi machine. Tonight's grid was presented by Grid Finder. Find your place on the grid. If you're looking for a league, if you're looking for a broadcaster, if you're looking for a person who does paint, you can check out Grid Finder and find your place on the grid for iRacing or a set of Corza ACC, R Factor 2, F1 2020, and more. So if you're looking for sim community stuff, check out Grid Finder and find your place on the grid. Eric Casper again still here leading this event. Matthew Tilder behind him by 4.2 seconds now. As you see some drivers trying to get their laps back the hard way. That was last one of Taylor Clinker has just now passed the race leader. Get back on the lead lap. Brandon and Ira definitely looking pretty good. Both on the lead lap currently as we're lurking lap number 97 as we're looking at Matthew Telder. 2 ride right there. Eric Casper continued to work the field. Seeing one of those cars without his hood there, that 16 ride. That's Craig Lovell, who's 2 laps down. Looks like now he'll get one of those 2 back. 4.5 seconds now, the advantage to Casper, but how much can he go? He's at 40 laps currently. So Casper heavily gonna need to pit again. As we see the 6 of Patrick McVicker coming into the scene there, going up underneath the race leader, the 88, to get his lap back the hard way. Working lap 99. Red Baron on Twitch. Come on, Taylor Clinker. We're going to push Clinker to the front for you there. Be the Digitality Taylor Clinker in the 14th spot. Working lap 100 of 113. They come up to the stripe here. Race leader Eric Casper. Casper coming down, looks like this lap for fuel and tires. He will be giving up that first spot. Number 2 position now looks like the number 1 spot will belong to Cameron Hearn. He's running around the 86 as he dives low. Hearn on 11 lap tires. Looks like he's got enough to finish the run here. We have around lap 101 of 113. So 13 laps remaining. Cameron Hearn, your race leader. Justin Wilson in that 58 machine is in the 2nd spot. Rye Jones in the 3rd position. Leaders are all about 2 seconds apart. Weaver 3 seconds behind them. That 4th spot in the number 8 machine. Samuel Fontaine in the 22 and Landon Quisenberry now challenging the 22 machine. 75-22 here, back in the 5th spot. Check today's biggest movers. 775 machine of Adam O'Brien is your biggest mover today. Or I should say tonight. That 775 machine moved up 22 spots. Gunther in the 23 machine of Black Rifle Coffee has moved up 18 spots in the ninth. And Anthony Ludi, 25 GMAC, 17 spots gains. These are the big movers for today. Top 5 currently Hearn, Wilson, Jones, Weaver, and Fontaine. Presented by Sim Speed Shops in the Butt Kicker 2. The Butt Kicker 170. We're working 104 of 113. We have 58 and the 88 working. The 88's got fresher tires. It goes right on by that 58 machine. That's Justin Wilson being scored in the 2nd spot. Back here, further in the back. A group of guys here changing up some positions. The number 10 machine at 23. These guys battling for the 9th spot. Clinker underneath the 23. Currently, it looks like the 10 has the nose. And gets by that. Now working, you see, 65 machine, who's about 1.5 seconds ahead of him. So 107 of 113 being worked right now. The 22 and the 75 side by side back stretch. Quisenberry underneath Fontaine. Battle for 5th. Side by side off the corner. The 22 has the lead. To go when we get to the stripe. '88 in the 69 is Stefan back here battling for the 16th spot. 88 looking low. 669 running that middle high. Just 88 able to get around on those fresher tires. 6 laps better. So 12 laps better than that 669. 88 trying to make up some ground. 5 laps to go. Does he have enough time? Quisenberry and Fontaine continue to fight it out. This is the 17 machine. Anthony Giuliano is back to get back onto the raceway. 5th spot being under contention between the 22 and the 75. 4 laps to go. 35 battling underneath the 22. 17 looks on. Massey in the 775 here. Battling for 7th. Massey looking on the outside at 775, diving to that inside apron at the stripe. The 75 down to the apron. The 65 working the mid to high line. 3 laps to go. Down to the back stretch they go. Fontaine and Quisenberry, Helder, and Giuliano all together in this little group as the 75 and the 22 battling for 5th. Looks like the 75 has the command lead on it. Sticks are in the air. 2 to go. Let's get back up to our race leader, Cameron Hearn. He's at 1.63 second lead on the field. He's waiting for the white flag to come up into the air. And the white flag is out. We're at 1 to go. 1 to go. Presented by 1 to Go Studios. As we're on our final lap, Cameron Hearn looking for the victory, as he's looking to lap the 18 car of Kyle Lewis. Hearn on the backstretch, looking for the final time, final lap. 1 to Go Studios presents 1 to Go, as Cameron Hearn looks for the race win here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Little slide burn for Cameron Hearn is your race winner tonight. Our race results provided by Grid Finder. Find your place on the grid. For the LSRL Xfinity Series Butt Kicker 1 70. Cameron Hearn winner, Justin Wilson. Second, Jones. Third, Weaver. Fourth, Quisenberry. Fifth, Samuel Fontaine. Sixth, seventh, Brandon Massey. Eighth, Adam O'Brien. Ninth would be the Taylor Clinker. And 10th, Kevin Gunther. Hurrick, McVicker, Dunwoody, Ludi through 14. 15th, Casper. Polhaus 16th. Stefan 17th. 18th, the Lewis. Hearn, Aaron Hearn 19th. And Kevin Otis 20th. Bush Basher 21st. Teller 22nd. Lovell 23rd. 24th is Chris, the 86th machine. Andy Regani 25th. 26th, Michael Benedetto. Joe Morato's in the 5 car in the 27th spot. Hermie Saller 28th. Had O'Brien 29th. 30th was Barry Knapp. And Anthony Giuliano and Leonard Frost will roll out 32 cars tonight as we seen the race winner of Cameron Hearn. Try to get these guys all together. Let's hear from our race sponsor.
Butt Kicker. Feel what you've been missing. Get yours today at www.thebuttkicker.com and be sure to use promo code LSRL for 20% off.
Be sure to use that code LSRL to get 20% off of your next ride here as we start to pull our in-race trailer guys over here, and we'll try to get with our number 3 driver, Rye Jones. You're in the booth with Harold, man. Third place position in that number 7 ride tonight.
Yeah, man, wasn't too shabby. Didn't do a whole lot of practicing tonight, but man, these cars are tight. I mean, so tight. You can get a little squirrely on restarts, but I mean, after about 4 or 5 laps, it's just, I mean, you got no grip whatsoever, and you definitely have to ease your tires, take care of them, and just go out and have fun with it.
Yeah, it definitely looked like you guys were having a lot of fun. You guys were definitely moving through the field. I mean, we saw you up at the front most of the night, but you were sometimes pit strategy put you guys towards the back, but you were able to get yourself back up in the top 5. And I know last week you were having a little issues with the short track, but I'm sure with these wider open spaces here at Vegas, definitely a lot more fun. It looked like you were more comfortable tonight.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I'm at the short tracks, it's just, anything can happen. And here, anything can happen here too. There's just definitely a lot more room to work with. And I feel like there's a lot more patience at 1.5 miles than there are at the short tracks. So, but I can't say enough for these guys for this league that they put on, this Xfinity league is pretty fun. We get a good crowd going and hopefully put on a good show for all you guys. I got to thank GTR for being on my car, and got to thank Justin Wilson for joining. He's a good teammate of mine, and he's helped me over the last 2 years I've been doing iRacing. So we're just having a lot of fun out there tonight.
And like you said, we definitely like our followers and starting to get a little bit more viewership. So we'd like to see some people and show up and share us out. Some more viewers, and we'll be talking to Justin here a little bit. Maybe we try to get some paint to him, but we were talking about short tracks. Bristol is next up on the series for Xfinity.
Oh, Bristol. Yeah, I knew they changed up the schedule a little bit. I couldn't remember. If I had to choose a short track to go to, it would be Bristol. Honestly, I mean, chaos can ensue there, but I have somehow managed to get really good at that track. So we'll just have to wait and see. I mean, that's in the Cup car, not the Xfinity car. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens there.
Well, definitely these cars can be a handful. So that was Rye Jones, third place. Maybe we'll talk to you again next week. Let you get back to business in the garage.
Okay, Gerald, you have a good one now.
All right, man. We'll take care of you. Is there anybody else you need to thank? I heard you GTR. Who else?
Oh, you, of course, man.
Oh,
You and LSRL for everything they do, and like I said, Justin Wilson. He's helped me a lot. Become a better race car driver here on iRacing, and I really got to thank him for always being there to help me out. So that's about it. And Cameron Herron, he's a pretty good driver too. I'll give a shout out to him.
all right. We'll let you go. That was Rye Jones, third place tonight. Let's try to see if we can catch up with Justin Wilson, who is in that purple and white, looking for a sponsor. Justin Wilson, you're in the Booth Herald, man. That purple and white car looks like it needs some paint, man. So looking for a sponsor, right?
Yeah, well, too much decals means more weight on the car. Can't have that.
Oh, okay. That's what it is. So we're going for the slick aerodynamic look.
Well, obviously it didn't work.
Well, you were still up in contention throughout the night. I mean, you were led a few laps. You're the fastest car during qualification. So another cap that performance with the sweatless cap coming your way. So you have a collection of these, actually.
Oh yeah, I gotta get with it, guys. I want to try them out. Can't wait for them to show up.
We'll have to make sure we get Anthony some information so we can get them out to you. We'll have to see a picture of you in your sweatless attire. So glad to have them as a sponsor for our Pole Sitter Award. So that's pretty cool. So man, how was it? Other than you always want to be first, man. We're race car drivers, right? Was it Ricky Bobby said it best? If you ain't first, you're last, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, we had a fast car, and I spent most of the night just riding. Like that was the thing. I was just trying to save the tires because tire wear was so important here. But like I said, that once the pit strategy came in, where some guys were stayed out and some back in, when we were trying to just kind of go through the field, I got into it. Well, one of the guys put quite a bit of damage on the car actually, and then I messed up my pit stall on exit, just spun the tires, and then like I said, Cameron kind of got away from there after that point. But I will say though, the car was great, man. It was a lot of fun running up here. I think me, Cameron, Ryan. I mean, we had very matching cars, and it was very hard to pass.
We were talking earlier with Cameron. He was one of our in-camera guys. We had camera on him at home, and he was basically saying it was very difficult to pass early on, and then he was being working his stuff inside of Rye Jones. So that definitely was coming into play. Different pit strategies, as you said. We had guys on older tires that were holding up the line, but it's that sometimes being off pit cycles what you need to do to get the positions. But you guys, all in all, top 3 finish. You backing up. What was it? Last week was the win, wasn't it?
Oh yes, sir.
I figured it was. I thought it was. Well, I'm getting old, so sometimes I don't have all my notes in front of me and I can't remember everything.
That's okay. I'm the new guy. It's fine.
So am I, man. We're new broadcasters. So we came in together, right? All right, cool.
There we go.
All right. Bristol next week, man. Before I let you go, who do you want to thank?
Well, I got to thank Ryan. I mean, we're teammates in this mess. And then by mess, I mean our mess, internal mess. We're always yelling at each other. It's great. It's fun. it motivates us.
Okay.
You guys for putting on the show, man. This league, it's great. I've really been enjoying it. Like I said, Cameron put on a great show, man. That was awesome. Good win for him. And we'll be on the next one.
All right. That was Justin Wilson, the 58 guy. He says that he doesn't want a sponsorship, but I don't think that's true. You might want to need to reach out to him, put some paint on that car. We'll talk to you next week, Justin.
Yeah, man. Hit me up.
All right. Going to get in with our race winner. That would be Cameron Hearn. And we can actually get with Cameron Hearn right here. And we will bring Cameron into our booth with us. We talk to him and actually say hi as he talks to us. Cameron, man, wave to your fans. We're all on TV. All right. And you look different without your glasses, man. It's like a helmet,
It's they get hot. I'm up here sweating. feel like I just ran like a marathon. So
The VR headsets, man. Which one do you got?
I got the original OG Oculus CV1, I think. So I got the old school. Doesn't have any problems. Doesn't have the best looking graphics, but no problems, and it's good enough for me.
I had the original Odyssey, Samsung Odyssey, and I was telling the people, the viewers, it's pretty much like strapping a cell phone to your face, but it does help you out with the in car feel, though, right?
Yeah, it definitely helps your awareness, especially at this track when you're running side by side. You can kind of look to the right a little bit and see where cars at. Where even with triples, it's just not as uh, I don't know. It feels like a more of like a real sim with the headset on.
We'll have to debate that sometime. I went from the VR to triples. So I mean, I've been in both. I can tell you as an older guy, I'm at the 50 already. So when I was racing, I would say the VR was the closest thing to putting me back into the seat of a race car. I just didn't like the complete inclusion. Like if my wife said if the house burned down, I would not know it. It's like,
Hey, yeah, I know when if somebody opens the door, it feels like a spirit just walked in.
I mean, because you can't hear nothing, right? I mean,
yeah, you can't hear it, but you can sense somebody being there.
It almost scares me. It's like my wife, when we did NASCAR 2003, she walked in on me one time and I wrecked the car because I turned around to look at her before I was in VR. And of course, the wheel went with me, and I was like not the happy guy that day.
Yeah.
And no one around me was very happy. So,
Yeah.
we had a Plan B sales 15 car. You talked about how hard it was to pass in one of the cautions when we had you, but you were in the right place at the right time. Justin said that he had a little bit of issue spinning the tires off of pit lane. We also thought that maybe you might have got off a little bit too quick because, I mean, you had a huge gap. I was like, man, did somebody speed off? But apparently you just got it off right. So.
Yeah, I was dropping the clutch. It's so easy to do the tire spin here. So I was clutching it with like a 5,000 RPM, and doing that, it kind of just stuck. And I think that was the difference. He was really fast on the long run. And I think if you could have maintained the speed, I think he caught me a little bit on entry. I was playing a little bit safe, but I think it'd been a different story. But he had issues with lap cars. But all three of those guys in the rye was real fast tonight.
Definitely, it was a great show with you guys. I mean, who you want to thank, man? I got your car up here and got you in the VR world. Well, without the VR headset, in the real world, in there as well. As I don't know if you guys get a chance to come back and watch this, and this is one of the new things that Anthony Giuliano and the LSRL guys and we came up with, and I think it's kind of a neat thing. We'll see how many more people think it's cool.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's cool to look back and see this too. But and sponsors, just want to thank Butt Kicker, Some Speed Shop, Wilder Graphics, all the guys and admins that I don't think Anthony raced tonight, but the guys that take the time and dedicate to this league. But man, getting a win's awesome. There's a lot of fast guys. I had a battle. I didn't think I had a car to win tonight. I thought I'd be racing for second or third. But just kind of pit strategy and getting on off the pits kind of was the difference. But just again, thank Justin and Rye for racing hard, racing clean, and you guys with the broadcast at Want to Go Studios.
All right, that's Cameron Hearn, man. We appreciate you.
I forgot somebody. I forgot somebody. All right, so some important people right now. So if I don't thank her, she's gonna let me know that I forgot her. So my wife for letting me race a few nights a week and letting me have some fun. And my mom and dad watching. I got some friends watching out there. I don't know if they're watching on Facebook or YouTube, but they're watching somewhere. So just appreciate everybody tuning in and watching.
Okay, yeah, got to thank the wife. I got to thank her every once in a while too. Shoes get flying and it doesn't work when really good. And you get hit in the back of the head trying to race a race car. So
exactly.
So Cameron, that was great seeing you this week. We'll go to Bristol next week. Hope we will talk to you again on Friday, man.
Yeah, Bristol's gonna be crazy. So looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to running Friday and see how it goes.
All right, it was Cameron Hearn, your race winner. We'll let him get back to his thing.
See you later, bye.
Yeah. All right, everyone. That was it for us. As let Cameron get back, and We'll run back over the results yet again. So we got Cameron Hearn, your race winner. Justin Wilson, second. Jones, third. Weaver, fourth. Rosemary, fifth. Sixth. Fontaine, seven. Massey. O'Brien, eighth. Ninth. Clinker. Gunther in 10th. That was your top 10 provided by Grid Finder. Find your place on the grid. And Anthony Giuliano did a great job with the split screen. It's cool to talk to the racers while they're in their rig to see how things are going. And I'm Harold Darner with One to Go Studios. We'll see you in the next turn.
What an exciting race brought to you by One to Go Studios. Here they come out of turn 4 to the white flag, and it's 1 to go. Thank you to all.